If you don't have kids in school, you might imagine that the worst trends in American education are pretty much confined to our most liberal cities. You know, in Seattle, math is racist. In New York City, gifted and talented programs are oppressive. In Berkeley, God knows what they're doing. The left has abandoned education in favor of naked political propaganda. You know that. But it's comforting to think it's not happening near you or your children. Unfortunately, that's not true. It is happening, probably right down the street from where you are now. An investigation by this show found a radical new curriculum in schools across the country, from Arizona to Iowa. The program is called Deep Equity. It's produced by a for-profit education company called Corwin, which is based in California. Corwin describes Deep Equity as a teacher training program that is, quote, aimed at producing real school improvement for equity and social justice. So how does Deep Equity do that? Well, mainly by attacking the students on the basis of their skin color. According to Deep Equity, America is based on a hierarchy of various oppressions. Men oppress women, Christianity oppresses Islam, English oppresses Spanish, white people oppress everyone. And by the way, if you have a problem with this explanation, you are yourself entrenching oppression. You're part of the problem. According to Corwin, differences in academic performance have nothing to do with culture or effort. They are purely the product of racism. In order to fight that racism, teachers are instructed on different types of, quote, white identity orientations. This is all pseudoscience, you may notice. Many white people, teachers are told by Deep Equity, are defined by their, quote, ignorance and supremacy. Other whites, meanwhile, quote, question the systemic issues that have caused whites to be so much in a superior position. The curriculum offers what it calls a, quote, white allies action agenda. Among the items on that list, quote, acknowledge the reality of white racial privilege, educate other white people, use your privilege to work for racial and social justice. Feel sick yet? According to one teacher we spoke to who has used this curriculum, the Deep Equity curriculum forces teachers to become racial activists. Not that you need to interview anyone to find that out. It's obvious. They're not teaching anything having to do with math or science or English or language. They're teaching racial activism, certain to confuse and wound and divide our kids of all colors. So where exactly is Deep Equity being taught? Well, all over, it turns out. For example, Fauquier County, Virginia, a place that voted for Donald Trump by 25 points in 2016. And yet Deep Equity somehow is now part of that county's teacher training. Most people aren't even aware of it, but it's there. Deep Equity is also used in West Des Moines, Iowa. It's in Chandler, Arizona. We could go on. It may, in fact, be coming to your school district soon, assuming it's not already there. It'll be forced on your kids, and you'll pay for it with your tax dollars. No one will ask you whether you like it or not, and don't bother to complain. Deep Equity orders teachers, and we're quoting now, to explicitly reject and resist any parents who disagree with it. Got it?